So hello, my name is Darragh Richardson and I'm the Managing Director of Agile Networks. Agile are a network integrator, and what that means is we design, build and support IT networks for medium to large organisations throughout the island of Ireland. One of the large projects we're involved in at the moment is a complete transformation of the DCU IT network. It's a project that we've been working on for about 6 months now, and what we're doing is we're replacing a 15-year-old network with a brand new state-of-the-art network. And what it is going to mean ultimately is all users, whether they be staff, students, academics, visitors, are going to have access to a faster, more secure and more reliable IT network, which is going to allow them better access to shared resources, information, the internet, research groups, etc., etc. And it's fundamentally going to mean that the network experience you get is going to be a lot better. So what was there before was a legacy network. It was an investment many years ago from DCU, and really the university has outgrown that network. Obviously the expansion of the university has been huge in that time, the number of buildings, number of staff, but also technology has changed. So things like wireless technology has become a lot more ubiquitous, and also the requirements for things like students for online continuous assessment, for sharing of class notes, etc. So the requirement of a network has changed enormously over the last few years, and what we're replacing is a legacy network that really had outgrown its useful life, and what we now have in place has much better security. So for example, things like threats, the ability to isolate security threats, the reliability of the network has also increased, and most importantly its capacity, which is basically how big the pipes are that you can get information through. In particular, that makes a big difference to things like video files. So people wanting to do video, people wanting to do video conferencing, where you really need a much larger capacity network to allow that type of activity to happen. Things like email can be more intermittent and it doesn't matter as much, but when it comes to things like video and voice, you need a secure network that will allow you to communicate effectively either within the campus or indeed to the outside world. So the investment that DCU have made in their network, it's really a long-term investment. So obviously there's a lot of new equipment going in at the moment, and we're decommissioning a lot of old equipment, which has its challenges. But in reality, what it means is that the organisation has a very secure foundation for things like data centres and networking for a 5 to 7 year period. So it means that as DCU continues to grow, the footprint is there and the underlying infrastructure is there. It's also very important as the university has grown in terms of multi-campus, so things like St. Pat's and All Hallows, that they are now really an extension of the DCU network, and that growth has required a certain amount of change. And what this design allows you to do is it allows you to continue to grow. So if they need to add on new locations, the new design effectively allows that to happen seamlessly without any impact on the existing users.